Hi there, welcome back. In today's video, finally we are going to start modeling lessons and we are going to model some low poly models. So for modeling start, we need something to model. Then like first thing we decide what to model. Here in this for this video, I have decided to make this hammer. This is very low poly. We are going to make it very low poly and very simple. So it's very beginner friendly. So anyone can make it. So please give it a try. I'm going to start with this hammer modeling. And where I get this reference image from is just internet. If you Google it hammer, you will find tons of hammer photos. So you can find any of the images you want to try with any of the images. Uh, it will work fine. So because the principle of modeling will be same on all of the other modeling too. So let's get started with. So here what I'm doing, I just resized the Maya and resized it the reference hammer file to make fit in one window. There are many ways you can put reference here in Maya scene also. That's the best way by the way, but here is just a beginner, so I don't want to make it more complicated. So I put it in outside only, let it outside only. So from here we are going to start modeling the hammer. So first we need to see how we can make it. So we need to eyeball it so we can analyze its shape. So first we are going to make its handle part, and handle part looks like box. So the nearest polygon which we can create box from is this cube. So you can make a box from any of these also, but you need to modify a lot after getting these all messes. But from this box, it will be much more easier. So we are going to choose box. So it is under poly modeling self. Then click the second option, polygon cube. Left click mouse button, click it. Then the box will appear. So now this is just a box. How we are going to make the handle out of it. So if you see the input channel, if you select it, uh, make sure your channel layer editor is on. If not, then make sure this button is checked. Click on this, then this channel will appear. Then your translation, these channel will be shown here under shape, under input. You will see this polycube 1 after creating this cube. So delete it and make it again. Click it and see there's under input there's a polycube one. So click on it and you can see there are few attributes in it: width, height and depth. So this axis is height. We are going to play with height. Just click over height, uh, come here, start dragging it, and you can say there's already making some progress or handle of the handle. So this is one way, or we can do the another way. Press R button or click here to a scale tool, activate the scale tool, and you can see there's a y-axis up here. We need to drag it in y-axis, how much we want the handle long. So for this, I think this height is good. Now we can see there is this is like thinner. This section is thinner. This section is much more wider. So we can squeeze it. So come here again. We will remain in the scale menu. Sorry, scale tool. Then we see like z-axis. Click it and slowly drag it. And how much you see, it is closer to here. The hammer, this width part. Okay, this is totally fine. I'm saying it's fine. So, okay. So, it's very simple and our handle is almost ready. So, if you come here and click on this button, this is wireframe on shaded mode. So, right now there is only box you can see. If you click here, you can see the edges also. So this is very useful when you are modeling. So you need to know where the edges are going from. Now we have to make this head part. This head shape is little tricky for the beginners. So let's get started. If you want to move it, you can come here in the select this object and go in the display tab, layer, create an empty layer first, and then come here, select right click, add selected object. So now this object, this handle we just created, it's in is this layer now. So if we now toggle this option, this is written V, this is visible. If we click it, now it will be invisible. So whenever we need it, we will just click it, it will appear. So it's just for a hiding purpose. So we can make this top head part of the hammer. So quickly again see which is the nearest uh, the- made this polygons, so we can get this shape from. Again I am finding cube is the much nearest shape. Click it, come here. Now see, again this part is thinner, so press the R button, make the Z axis smaller. So now we can see here we need one edge, and yeah, it will be fine. From here to here is good. From here we are going to need one edge. Okay, so now let's see how we can get this. So again, come here, input, click it. Now you can see, go to the option subdivision width, subdivision of height, subdivision of depth. So just toggle one by one, just height, width, just make it 2 because we need only one here. So if you give the value of 2, it will appear here, and this is what we all need. So now this edge is appeared here. So this is very simple modeling. So you just start learning about making the objects. So it's totally fine, nothing fancy here. This one by one step, just follow me. Okay, now we have just added the value with 2. It will appear here. If it is you are going for some another axis, then you can add here also, or maybe you need here also. So right now we are not going to need it. These are extra edges, so we are not going to add it. Now this edge we have, now this box we have. So what we can do first, we will scale it. Press R button, the scale tool will appear. Now we need to scale in this axis. So press W, the move tool will appear here. So now we want to see the hammer handle because we need to place it. Then after that we are going to modify its back part. Just come here, click over in this button, then this handle will appear. Now select this head of the hammer, move, select this y-axis, move it on the top of the hammer. So either you can make it little peeking up here, or maybe you can hide it. So for this video showing purpose, I will hide it. So now we can see this is almost the same width. So let's, and here it's a little more than handle. So let's make that first. Just select on this z-axis, make it more thicker. And you need to eyeball it how much distance it is. So now first we are going to see this top, the length part. This is again I'm saying it is much smaller, and our hammer looks much more wider. So just drag it from here, and now we are almost making that shape. If not, then okay, just make it like this. Or if we are not satisfied, we need, like, handle is much more thicker, so go here, we can again tweak the handle too. It's totally fine. When we get the satisfaction, this is close to our uh, hammer tool, we will keep modifying it. So again, come here, select this, make the scale tool, this is smaller. Now The last thing which it has is this taper. This is going narrow at the end, at the back side. How we are going to achieve it? So remember we added this edge. Now we are going to use this edge. So select this, press right click, go up, go to the edge mode. If you are going to edge mode, then this object is in edge mode. So we can move this edge from here to back. Double click it. If you double click on the edge, it will select the whole loop. Now press W button. So this translation gizmo will appear. Go select the Y axis and drag it back. More, 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 more. And here, make it here. So it's little bit taper from here. Now if you see this is more lengthy. So okay, no worries. We are going to make that also. Select press right click, keep pressing. Then you will go to the face mode. Come here again. Now you are able to select the face. Go select the back face. Again, we need to tweak the y-axis. Go tweak more. Now we are satisfied with the back length. So now we can scale it. Press R button. Now go for the y-axis. If you scale it down, now it will somehow look like our reference hammer. So this is extremely low poly. This is uh, you can use it in games, but this is a very low poly, and I'm teaching you this guys at this level because after doing these things, you will be getting hands-on on Maya tools, different tools. So this is just a building block. So don't worry, this is just a startup, so you can easily work with the Maya. Now our hammer is ready. Drag select it, and you see this Y and place it there. So why? Because we are going to make another model. So our hammer is ready. It's good. It's looking good. So, or if you need to place it like on the grid, just drag select everything. Go to press W, go to move tool, select the Y axis, drag it up here and approximately place it here so it can be on grid. So our hammer modeling is done. Now the second options which I have choose to make a low poly model is this pan. So the second model we are going to see how this pan we can make it. And again this is going to be the low poly and I'm going to model very slow. So even if you think you can pause the video and make it and rewind the video and see it. So again we are going to choose here like which of the options we are going to use, which is the nearest option of the pan should be here. If you come here, select in this, I can think of this cylinder. It is the nearest option of this pan. So we can start editing this cylinder. So we can make pan out of it. So fun thing, I don't need the top subdivision part. So if we select this, if we come here in the input and see there is subdivision of caps. So we can click over here, put the value 0, enter it. Now your subdivision will go. So press R button. So we need to scale it down because it's not that tall pan. So we are going to scale it down. You can eyeball it somewhere here, or we can scale little more. Come here. If you are not satisfied, then select little more and do it like this. Then see its bottom part is tapered. So come here, make it taper. So select the object, press right click, select this face button, click on the face part and press R button to make it appear the scale tool. Now if you come here, select on this square button to uniform scale in Z and X axis. So if you select it and drag it a little bit, now you can see it is tapered now. So it is now this kind of taper. It's the base is going inside and top is little flared out. So now we need this depth. So how we are going to achieve this depth? one by one at a time. So again, I'm here on the object mode. So click it, select your object, press right click on the object and go on the face mode. Now we are going to see all the faces are highlighting. So select the top face, press again. So first thing we are going to use now extrude tool. We are going to extrude it. Extruding is just like adding more faces along the with these selected faces. So how we are going to extrude? There are two options here. We can come here under the polygon self. In this option, extrude the selected components, or we can just come here, press shift, then press right click. Now this up options will appear in the edit mode. So now you can see there's a extrude face option is here, is the same option on the self. Just select it. Now this face is, you can see the gizmo has changed and this menu has appeared. So now this face is ready to extrude now. So you can come here, you can see drag the thickness over here. It is going top, but we are not going to use it as a top. So what we are going to see, like just checking purpose, we are going to see for the g-axis. Again, it's going out, so we don't need that. So forget about these things. We can just press R button, again scale tool, select this box and drag it inside. So we can scale inside. Now we can have this border. So this border, we are going to define how thin this pan is. So now this border is very thick. We need to make it more thin. So again, scale the face little by little. Okay, this edge, I'm happy with this edge, is totally fine. Now again, we are going to extrude this face inside because we need this depth now. This edge volume, we get it. Now press shift, right click, again click on the extrude face. Now this is again started. Change the menu. Now let's see we can use this option or not. If you drag this going up. If you drag it in minus, and yes, we need this option. So don't worry about it. This is, we are going to scale inside. So this is going to fill. So what we do, thickness minus 0.5, it's going inside, or then again press R button to go in the scale and again scale it inside. Now as you see, like we are scaling inside, come here, eyeball it and see it's not penetrating from anywhere, and now it's all good. Right click, go to object mode. Now our pan is ready. This this is a very low pan, so yes, detailings are missing. Of course, detailing will be missing here. So we can make those detailing also, but again, this is just for getting hands-on on your tools. This is the first class for the modeling. So please check these simple things. Or we can just this looks like something more thinner or wider, or make it more wide, then go make it little more out, is fine. Now we can see how we can make this handle. This handle is, we can make it, and again we are going to select our tool, and again I am finding my this cube, the nearest of this. We click it, it will appear here, drag it over here. Again we will use so this time what we are going to use, we are going to first, we are going to add divisions according to it. So how many divisions we're gonna need? We're gonna, maybe we're gonna need one division, two division, three division, four division, in between. So in this axis we need four divisions. So come here, select this cube, go here and check the width option. Okay, one, two, three. Three is fine for now. If we need more, then we're gonna add more. It's totally fine. Now again, come here, go to the R scale option. Scale is very handy here. So yep, it's nice. So go to the scale option. First, try to scale in x-axis. Now we need this handle to be thinner. Now again, come here, scale in the y-axis. More. This thin might be helpful, or we're gonna make it more thin, slightly drag in the y-axis. Now this is too width wide, this handle is not that width. So come here, go to z-axis and make it more thinner. So this handle is looking good. So the handle which the way you want, it should be straight, or if you want it to this curve, let's make this handle curve. So first of all, this is joined here in the middle, this is joined here in the middle, this is good. Now other parts are not here. So do one thing, select this, press right click, go to either vertex mode or edge mode or face mode. All three mode will be good. So right now we are going in vertex mode. Come here, select it. Now see all your vertices are appeared here. Now come here, drag select till here. Don't drag select the last vertex options. Drag select here, go into y-axis and drag it up here. Now we have this curve here. Now we need our second curve. So control button. Now again drag select the vertices which we don't need now. So we are going to drag this last one. Now this vertices are disappeared from the selection. Now this all three group of vertices are selected now. Then again we are going to make it more curve. So just eyeball it. Let it be here. Okay, it's looking good. Now again we are going to do something, same thing, press Control and drag select. You see our cursor has minus sign in it. If we release the control button, the minus sign has gone. uh, Press the control button, the minus sign will appear. Now while selecting all these three groups, press control button, the minus sign will appear in your cursor and drag select whichever the vertex you want. It will deselect those vertex from your selections. Now again I have deselected those, then again I wanted this to be more lifted or make it more here. This is looking good. Now just leave every button, only drag select this button, so this will automatically deselect this option, these vertices, and this will select these vertices and again lift it up. So now you see like this are not making sense, then again go drag it and come here in the box, drag it little more in this direction. And again this is eyeballing, we are eyeballing it, we are not making the 100% accuracy with. So just right click, object mode, deselect everything. Now your pan is almost ready. So this is very low poly pan model. So it's totally fine for the first video of it. So, and if you need to make these two bolts here, we can make that also. Okay, let's go then. So come here, I can think this polysphere. Click it, the sphere will come. Now, so what we are going to do, we are going to delete half of its faces. So we are going to take it as only half. So come select here, go to the face mode, drag select all the faces from the bottom. If you see like this is more faces are selected, press Control, press then press one face by one face and it will deselect it. Now you see like all the selected faces, we don't need it, press delete button. Now it will delete your bottom faces. Now deselect it. You see all the rotations are also here. Go drag select all, press 0 and enter it and it will reset its orientation now. So now scale it. Here we will flatten up this something like this. Yep, now scale it more. Okay, now scale it more in the y-axis more. Now go center, scale it the whole thing. More, and this shape looks good. We will adjust here, drag select and place it here. Come here, press W, just place it over somewhere here, then drag it and here, and then you will place it over here. So this is somehow look like bolt. So, or it is far. So come here, put it here. Again, modeling is all the time modifying thing. Till then you are not satisfied, or till then your reference has to match from it. So I am here. We can scale it in the y-axis again. Put it inside a little bit. Okay. So now this is little bit more good. So we will do this. W, Control D, select this object, Control D. Now it's duplicated. Just drag select over here, drag it over here. Oh, this is going down. So Control Z for back, drag select on the y-axis. You can see. Now rotate it, eyeball it, rotate it how much you need, drag it on the base, and this is something look like this. Okay, now so your pan and your hammer, very low poly model is ready here. So one thing, this is a grid. We can drag select everything. Again, this is in local axis. Then we can press going to the, if so one thing here, one thing we can see the problem will appear if we drag select everything and it's in local axis. Actually, we just learned about global axis and local axis in our last lesson. So this is our global axis, but this is not our global axis, this is local axis. So if you drag select and if the setting is in the local axis, then it will create problem. So if you go drag it, you will see everything is going in the other direction. So how we can fix it? We simply have to reset in the global axis. So for that, shortcut is Control Shift right click. Okay, Control Shift right click, go to the world, select it. Now if you drag select and place it over here, there, or make it everywhere, so everything will go at the same place, so it will not create problem. So drag select the hammer, we can place the hammer wherever we want. So here in this, our low poly pan model and hammer model is ready. Again, this is for practices, so practice more and more and more. So go for each and all the options, going for the vertex mode, going for the face mode, explore the edge mode, everything go. Again, this lesson will encourage you to learn more about this axis also, vertex also, so many things. So go do it yourself. If you want me to review your project, put it in the comment, give me any link so I can review your project. Okay, so this concludes our this lesson. This is it about this lesson. So keep practicing. And yes, many more things are coming in the next videos, more details modeling will be there, so I'm not going to say one by one steps, so it will be like little faster than this, because this lesson has to be little fast. Now this is very slow down, this is very lengthy. So yes, so now take care, we will meet in the next video. Bye bye.